Mike. 180. 53. Mike. I'm on.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 35-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Drake. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check 53. We got it. Hey. No. Off. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sicky, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
You. 52 and 56.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick, and a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Haskins on the keeper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a run with Geis. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch 52. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Yep. Watch the twin.
Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 29 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Redskins 7, Dolphins
7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go now. Here we go, D. Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, sit. Good. Now. Got four down. Check 9. Check. Jim. Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On second down now. It's Thompson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a screen to Powell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Haskins. A deep ball for Dotson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and it's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Right there, 56. Hey, come on, come on,
Hey, color.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go one more. 56 the mic.
From the 36, Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mike 20!
56. Hey, tight. Double tight. 40. Alert.
Strong.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
General West. Kill.
56 to Mike.
Go ahead.
56. Check 56.
Check.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pull it together.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And Davis with it left side. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Henry. Dude. Here we go again. Check it out, Reed. Watch twist. Check 26.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Big hold of the 30. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins, he'll buy some time right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins off to Geis on the screen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
I got you. I got you.
It's complete to Parker, left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
I got you, 88. I got you. They can't hang with us.
That's complete right around the 8th. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Second down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Haskins to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Check 90. Mike 91. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. We got to get the ball, D.
To throw again on second down, Fitzpatrick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the ground, it's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Switch. Slam.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Haskins. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thompson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.